Hello people, how the devil are you? Hopefully we're live up. Are we going live? Yes we are. Good. Well, what can I say? We're here. We're back in Christchurch. It's still dark. If we look around, it's all very bad. How the devil are you? Hopefully we're live up. And I best switch that off again. I'm monitoring this obviously. Okay, so we've got some wonderful things to do. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's zoom in here. Let's get the overheads dialed up a bit so we can see what on earth we're doing. Right, there we go. Right, stand by. Battery is on. There we go, a bit too light. Oh, come on. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. Right, there we go. Time for a startup. What time is it? 41. We're starting this off at things. I best get the SkyTrack up and running when I find it. There we go. Fetch bookings. There we go. Start selected flight, and that's running now. So we're actually recording stuff for things. So we've got batteries on. We've got batteries on. We need the beacons on, which are nav lights are there. Okay. Fuel. Where's the fuel? There's the fuel. That's down, that's okay, that's okay. So we can actually start up with, oh, it's good 15 minutes, so we'll start up now. Okay. Let's get these on. That all looks pretty good. I'll soon find out when we switch that back off. Put that back to normal. There. Right, so we're back in board. We're waiting for everything to align up. Looks like that's all happy. We're all happy again. We're doing a direct flight today. Where are we going? Where to do? So we're heading out from Christchurch International on Skyways. Here we go. FL6197. Not that we're going to be using it. We're going to be our call sign is going to be Skyway 6179. So sorry, 6197. We're off to a little place called Paraparanua. Sorry, Paraumu. That's right, Paraumu. A little place on the north coast of the North Island. Basically near Palmerston by the looks of it. Oh no, just a few miles north of Wellington on the coastline of, yeah, well, it's the North Island anyway. Okay, so our takeoff time is 8 o'clock local time here, 1900 Zulu, and oh my god, it's dark in New Zealand. But again, and if I go to the external, there we are. Should just, we're not far off sunrise. We're using live weather. So if we go into Sky Vector and NZCH, should take us straight there. Okay, it's not looking particularly good here. Broken 200 foot. 22. 339 knot, 339 knots, so we can more or less take off wherever we want. Broken, 2,900 broken. Okay. So it's not going to be nice, but at the moment it's not too bad. As you can see, clear sky at the moment around us. So let's get this open. Okay, so we're going there, and we're going to be going up to here, basically. Don't want that, we'll have the world map, thank you very much. So it's basically straight up the coast. According to the CFP, just looking for our things, and we haven't got one. We haven't got a thing, so it's basically, by the looks of it, probably stick up about 3,000 feet. Direct route. It's 330, so we'll go up to there. Let's grab this. Grab this. Let's find the right one. That one will do. So we're going to be coming off of here, down to Alpha, onto Alpha 6, and then take off. That's the intention. Whether it works like that is another matter, but that's the intention. Okay. So if I get in the cockpit, everybody's on board now. Just waiting for another 10 minutes. With any luck, so we've got that. Beacon can come on now. We can turn these down a bit. I would if I could. Right, that's about right. We like that. Okie dokie. People are on board, honest. Oh, that seems to have come back. Is there anybody out there? If there is, hello, how are you doing? Right, as I say hello in the chat. If you're around, if you're not, don't say hello in the chat. Be nice to know there's people out there. Nine minutes to go. Sipping my beer. Don't fly and drive. Your lap gets wet. To bastardise an old joke. Right. While that's going off, we shall sort this out. If we're going to there, we want to do 332. Okay, slight change of plan. As I said, we're coming from 330. It's only 1 knots, but it's coming from 330, so we're going to be coming down this way, off to Alpha, then down Foxtrot 1, and take off in this direction, 29. This is 286, so I'll set the heading for 286. Honest. Where are we? Turn it the right way. It's 286. Okay. Our barometer was what, 1022 if I remember right. Yep, 1022. That looks correct. Altimeter set, we want to get that up to, let's say, 4,000 feet. We're not too worried about stupid things. It's a direct flight. Okay, we're going to be doing FLC, and we will want that at, what will we want that at? 100 knots. Okay, that's a half decent climb speed for this particular aircraft. We go down here. Our transponder is all okay. We'll set that to alt now. 7,000. Okay. So alerts, if we go to the alerts, nothing on there. Timer /reference. too worried about that. Ident we've done, transponder we've done. Okay, no wind data on at the moment. Right, so we are more or less ready to go. Stick the yaw damper on. Put that on when we're in the air. .55. Oh, second person watching. Hello, second person watching. Do we have a list here? No. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. Welcome to the flight. We're just setting up now. As you can see, we're at Christchurch. What we're going to be doing is turning around, backing up, getting onto Alpha, then down Foxtrot, and taking off and heading to, oh god, what's the name of that place? Umu. Umu, which is NZPPP. We're taking off from NZCH, which is Christchurch International, for Topa Sky, which is a part of FlyUK. So let's reset that. Okay, let's go 57. I think that's a good time for blocks off, don't you? Taxi lights are on, so we can see where the hell we're going. Brakes off. Get a bit of forward speed. There we go. Do it once round. Somewhere around here is Alpha. That looks like Alpha. Just over there, where those blue lines are. So we're on our way. Don't know who that is, but whoever it is, hello. Stick of flaps ready for takeoff. This looks like Foxtrot here. That's Foxtrot. Nope, maybe not. Maybe I turned a little bit early. I'll miss him anyway. That's the main thing. He can do his thing. Now we're on Foxtrot. Right, is he pushing out, is he? Sod him. We're going now. I've got live air traffic control going, but I'm not talking to air traffic, so... What the hell? Not. Okay. Edge of 29. Right. Taxi off. Landing lights on. Strobe on. Ready to go. Entering tooth 9. Right. 29 identified. Let's get a little bit better run up. Full chock. Well, when I say full chock, go. Just like that. Let's get the AP going. Let's get the it's not sinking. Right. Once it'll settle down on FC, let's getting there. Right, let's pull the heading round. Let's get the heading round so we can get on track. Take the range out on this again because we don't need it for the thing, but we do need it for that. Oh, the sun's starting to come up. That's good. Right, so we're just waiting for everything to settle down now. That could really be up there. That could probably be around about there. Make life a little bit easier. So we're up in the air. It's New Zealand coast, South Island coast. So if I go on to let's reset that, let's go into external view. So here we are. That's Christchurch down there. It's the city of Christchurch. Just over here is the coastline. Pacific over that, past that. How are we doing on the... Oh, we're nearly there, so let's bring the heading back round. And hit nav. Okay, we've got our 1,000, at 4,000 feet. Which is quite nice, thank you very much. Oh, looks like a little bit of a bump there. If I stick that back onto, bring it out a bit, have a look at the... Oh no, there should be a mile over, a little bit there, but who's worried about that? Outer marker. So we have, we're flying direct, we're doing 183 nautical miles left to go, and that's an hour and 10 minutes just over at the current speed. We've got ourselves a little bit of a headwind, just about 4 knots, so it will drop us down a little bit. We can probably take the landing lights off now as we're in the cruise. Okay, so that over there is Waikuku Beach. We've got Woodland Beach underneath the nose here. So This area around here, according to the map, is Pegasus. And over there is Rangiora. If I'm butchering those names, sorry. If I'm not, thanks. As I say, we're flying into the sunrise. Everything's in the green. Plenty of fuel. Hour and 6 minutes to go. So the sun will be coming up over the Pacific over there somewhere. I doubt very much if we'll get the green spot. It's a sunset thing more than anything else, but it can happen at sunrise as well. But you need an absolutely clear horizon to see it. For those who don't know, the green spot is when the sun just peeps out behind the horizon. Because of it's so low and the way you're looking through it, the actual sun looks like it's green and not orange. Normally it's a sunset thing. I've seen it a couple of times. Been quite privileged to be able to see it, but I have been told you can see it at sunrise as well. I doubt if we will see that, but you never know with a Serbo. Should we have a look outside? We've got not much else to do. So there's a plane over there. That's AI traffic. There's one right behind us. Not sure whether it's landing or coming after us, but it's AI traffic. So we've got a little bit of company. Sorry, I was just looking at the FlyUK map to see where there's anybody doing the same route, but it's not. So I'm not sure who that is, who or what that is, but he's up there. It's obviously climbing. seems to be going in a similar direction to we are. Whether he's going away from us or not, can't really tell. You got to admit though, this is gorgeous. Every time I start up Flight Simulator 2020, I think this is marvellous. It's straight out the box as well. So this is on a what, 4-year-old technology now. It's running a i5 8600K. I got a graphics card is a Zotac GTX 1080 Ti. Served me well. I'm looking at upgrading sometime in the near future. Can't decide whether to just stick with Intel and go for a 12700F or wait for Z4. Either way, hopefully it'll be a massive graphics improvement. The textures and the resolution settings will be much more impressive than they are now. This is 1080p. A bit of fog. A little bit of morning cloud, early morning cloud in the back behind us. Where's that other aircraft gone? There he is. Climbing high. Let's get back in the cockpit, see what the situation is. Still 4,000, Jordan Peripi quite happily following the route. Right, looking on. Oh, there are charts. Let's go for approaches, not that we'll need it. Flight service information 118.3, so we may as well listen for that, hadn't we? So let's tune, what did I say, 118.3. 118.3, doesn't matter which way, it's as far as each other. Go, 118.3, stick that in the box. We may hear it as we get closer, we may not. As I say, we're still, what, 153 nautical miles away, so Okay, let's have a quick gander with this. Let's go for relative terrain, which we've got. Okay, it looks as though we could have problems, but I doubt if we will. This is going to be clear. Or this lot is going to be on our left hand side, which is good. Best reset the heading. Okay, runway at Umu is just a single runway, virtually straight north-south. We've got 16 and 34. We'll be going for the western apron, I think. If I pull that over. So the question is going to be whether we're coming down from 16 or we're going to be coming in from 134. We could use the grass, but I'm not going to. We could use 1230. No, probably not going to. We'll just stick with 3416. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, we could probably do with a little bit of rudder, trim, just to bring that back into. That's about right. Okay. It's quite impressive how rugged this part of the New Zealand is. This is South Island. As I say, we're coming up the west coast. If I bring that up, so we're coming up the Yeah, the east coast of South Island. So Christchurch is down here. So going to be going, I think it's the Wellington Strait. The strait between the two main islands. So we're going to be going past Wellington. So because we've got the AI traffic on, we may be able to see some things going in and out. Sure which road this is, but obviously it's one of the main roads, and I think that may be Kaikoura. So, person watching, hello. Be nice if you introduce yourself. If you've got any questions about what's happening, please ask. I can't promise I will have a good or even accurate answer for you, but it'd be nice if you asked. If you're enjoying what you're watching, obviously you seem to be. It'd be nice if you hit the subscribe, perhaps give me a like as well, that'd be nice. Not necessary, obviously, but it'd be nice. Just let me know that what I'm doing is of interest to at least one person. So I'm still waiting for the sun to come up. I'm sure it will do eventually. Everything's getting brighter and brighter as we're going through. This is supposed to be based on a real world flight, so if they do this in Grand Caravans, Cessna 208 Grand Caravans, then it's going to be a very noisy but extremely picturesque flight, and you don't get much better than this, do you? The hard push to get these kind of sights in a 737, travelling at 30 odd thousand feet, 500 miles an hour. Right, so we're still in the greens. Still got plenty of fuel. Still happy? What we got to go? We have 125 nautical miles, 45 minutes still to go. Straight on the nose, 4 knots straight on the nose. That'll slow us down a little bit, not by very much, but it'll slow us down. So if this wind direction continues, we'll probably be going to be using it's 350, sorry, 35. Sorry, 34. Runway 34 at yes. NZPP. Para Umu. So right now we're just waiting for comms to kick in. What I should do, we're going to lose, pardon me, we're going to lose sound from the sim for a second, or 5. Just going to start up Discord, hopefully, yeah, I don't have a webcam, but whatever. Need to go into the FlyUK and somewhere in here here we go. I'm in the right place. Got to get to other things, and we'll put in a meta request. Okay, no available for NZPP. Typical. So we're going to be more or less going in blind, which is nice. Oh, I hate that. Okay, it looks as though those two are going to be a little bit high for us. So we're on 012, heading 00011 at the moment. So when we get a bit closer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off course, use heading, head this way and then back in, just around those two humps, which are those two there. So by the looks of it, we could probably clear them, but you know how it is. Actually, we'll see how it goes. Actually, what we'll do, let's have a little bit of a climb up to that 5,000, just to make sure. Let's drop that bit further down. Go. Now we're clear. We're clear of those. Whether we're clear of those or not is another matter entirely, but we'll be clear of them. Let's have a little bit of a look out the side, shall we? There's the sun. Here comes the sun. Keikura down there, Keikura Beach. Oh, that's interesting. That's the first time I've seen that. A couple of textures missing. It's very interesting. So what are we going to do about that? Not a lot really, there's not a lot we can do. That one's filled in. gold rays coming through. It's talk about bringing RTX in sometime towards the end of this year. So ray tracing. Whether it will happen or not is another matter. That's another thing to upgrade for. It's a good job we go up that extra ground, 1,000 feet. And it's quite spectacular right now, the way it's everything's lit by the sun, and there's no ray tracing. Not that I'm shilling for Microsoft or Asobo. Okay, so we're in the greens, still got plenty of fuel, everything's all good, 5,000 feet, altitude held, fuel damper on, autopilot on, we're following the GPS still. Everything is good. We're waiting for a couple of things now. We've got 118.3, which is the information frequency for Para Umu. I'm sure I'm saying that completely wrong, but whatever. But we're definitely not in range. Even if we were in range, we've got these mountains in the way. So, as I say, we're just waiting to catch something off of there. We probably won't get anything until we're halfway across the Wellington Strait. I think it's the Wellington Strait. We can just see that coming off into the far distance on the horizon. That's good. This frame is hiding the sun from us. So if I went over to the co-pilot side, there's the sun, there's the coastline, there's signs of volcanic activity, I assume, or very at least earthquake activity. They have had some quite big earthquakes around here. There's no denying that. Right, there's no ILS on these two, on either of the runways, so it's going to be a visual approach or an RNAV approach. I don't really want to do that, although it is simple enough. We don't really need to do that, though it's simple enough. It's about now that I'll be looking at wondering if my mate Jonathan is in Discord or not, but we got a second person watching. People watching in the stream. Excellent. Hello people, how the devil are you? Please please say hi. Or not, as the case may be. And thank you for the subscription. So thank you for subscribing. Increased my subscriber level by a whole 25%. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the contents enough to consider doing that. Okay, so everything's still in the green. We're coming up to the Wellington Strait now. Let's reset the position on here. So we've got a layer of cloud, so we may have to duck down. We've missed all of the high stuff now by the looks of it, so we could probably come back down to 4,000 feet. In fact, that's what I will do. So let's go for altitude select. Come back down to 4,000. FLC and reduce the torque a bit. So I'll try and keep us at the speed we're at by pitching the nose down until we hit 4,000. Then we'll have to put some more, put the torque back into the prop. Still haven't got any information on weather at Paraparaumu. Still not in range. To pick up any radio. So what I'll do is hit the B key. That'll automatically update the barometric pressure. We're still at 1024 hectopascals. Okay, just coming up to 4K. 100 to go. That's captured, so let's get that speed up. Let's get the torque back in. Let's have another look outside, shall we? Just for the hell of it. I'm going to have to plug my VR headset back in. Start doing this in VR. Not that I would in the real world, but it looks like there's can't tell whether they're going around or not. Oh yeah, very slowly. Not sure whether they're dynamically affected by the prevailing wind or not. Bright sunlight. Straight between the two the channel between the two main islands coming up. Big lagoon there. And the mountains of South Island behind us. Who could ask for anything more? According to this, we've got ourselves a bit of a, still only 3 knots, but we've got a bit of a crosswind coming in from the left, which means the nose will be wanting to go to the left slightly, but the speed we're doing is negligible, it's only 1 degree off. 165 knots across the ground, just under 24 minutes to go, 66 nautical miles. Right, you see that area over there? That's still the South Island. That area over there, that little line on the horizon there, that's the North Island, that's where we're going. Wellington is over there somewhere, I believe. Going, what, 30-40 miles, probably about 20 or 30 miles further inland across that little piece of, little bit of land there. I'm just going to bring up this here. Oh yeah, is this a PP to an approach? Okay. Okay, 118.3 is also the traffic frequency, so we're not going to get any METAR from that. So it's a little bit of a waste of time. It was worth a go, I suppose. So, over the over the sea, not to Skye this time, but to North Island. Right, sunshine. See, I have got the global boats in. Obviously I haven't got any boats. Which makes me wonder whether I've actually got that set up or not. No matter. We're not here to look at boats. Here to look at bright sunlight either, but there you go. Oh. Okay. Wind on the nose has increased a bit. We're up to 10 knots now. This is probably because we're over sea. Everything's still in the green. Still at 1024 hectopascals, or millibars, whichever one you prefer. They're not exactly interchangeable, but hectopascals is the same as millibars, more or less. Close enough for government work, put it that way. Right. Where are we with this? We are halfway across the strait. We've got plenty of fuel. We're tuned into the airfield, though we probably won't get any information. 007 now, so heading, let's update, so we're same, just in case anything happens. 155 indicated, 165 true, and 164 cross. Our track is 02012, and our heading is 007. 15 minutes to go, just slightly over 15 minutes to go. So we're going to be looking at, and here's the cloud. So what I'm going to do, reset that position. We're going to drop 1,000 feet, So again, FLC down 1,000. Close the throttle. Let the nose go down. They keep 155 knots, 154 knots, sorry. That hopefully should take us below the clouds. Okay, 155 knots, 500 feet per minute descent. Oops, and that's 500 to go. So it's another minute. To go. Just about, the altitude is just about to be captured. Okay, we have outside flashing that's captured. Speed is starting to drop a bit, so let's get that back up. Altitude captured at 3,000 feet. Still a little high, but I can live with that. Because of all this green here, we're starting to get a little bit on the low side, so I don't particularly want to go much lower. Nice here, isn't it? Dark airplane. Still dark airplane. So Wellington is over here somewhere, I think, in the cloud. Yeah, it's just over there. Wellington. See, we could go to NZWN, search for that. Okay. Wellington comms. Artist for Wellington is 126.9, so if we stick 126.9 we should get some. 126.9. There we go. 3-4 in use. Okay, 17 at 7. Why they would use 3-4? I have no idea. So according to this, at the moment we're coming in from 3.5, sorry 320. So it's going to come over around to there. Okay, that's useless to us. But never mind. So if it's coming up from okay, we'll see what it comes up as. As I say, we're looking at $325 at the moment, which would mean that we're looking at 340. So let's set the position on that. External, just for the hell of it. Get thrown around a bit. Big wind farm. One thing we do know is to get out of this cloud we should be going down to about 2,500 feet. It's mostly coastline going down here. I don't think the runway we're going to elevation is 15 foot. So we can afford to come down another 500 feet, I think. So let's do that, shall we? Same again, altitude select. Let's bring that down to 2,500. FLC. And drop the torque. Let's bring the range in a little bit. We want to be looking at dropping down anyway because we're going to be. Let's drop that down to 2,000 just for the hell of it. 500 to go. $200 to go. Still on 24 hectopascals, 1024 hectopascals. Okay, let's get the torque back in. And there we are, captured at 2,000 feet. Let's reset the heading. Right, we have got 11 miles to go, 4 minutes. The wind indication's still the same, 340, 11 knots, that's definitely runway 340. So what I'm going to do now is the things. So what I'm going to do now is stick us onto heading and take us off to the left a bit, sorry, to the right a bit. So that's heading to 025. We'll be coming off the autopilot soon. Right, so we're going to try and set us up for ourselves up for a straight-in landing, straight-in approach. So it's over there somewhere. Looks like it's there. There it is. Right. Let's kill the autopilot. Let's kill the height. Right, let's go for a once round. Right, so we've got 338. So let's set the heading for 338. Okay, that's straight down the runway. 1020 feet, so we're at pattern altitude. Trying to trim it a little bit. Okay, 2 nautical miles, so let's do a right hand turn, standard turn. Obviously we're a turboprop and we should be at 1,500 feet above ATL for a turboprop, but we won't let that stop us this time. Keep the turn going, because that's the kind of thing you do. Right, that's 45 degrees. Okay, now would be a good time to turn. So going on to the downward leg now. Downwind. Enough nose. Okay. So that's our downwind. So if I look over there, it's a bit too low, a bit too far out, but still we can use the speed is pretty decent. Bit of clouds, I can't really tell. Oops. Everything's so iffy. let's turn in for the base. Let's drop some speed. Let's drop some speed. Okay. That's enough in the white. Let's get that nose down. Too much. There's the wrong way. Shame we can't do this in the Kodiak. Okay, let's turn in for final. Start losing height. Not that much height though. There's one way, a bit too bit too early. Story of my life. Pappy's 2 whites. Okay, second notch of there we come. Ready or not, bit of crosswind.
500.
Speed is good. Still a bit high. Nowhere near as high as we were the first time. Okay, we're on the glide slope. Wrong one. I want that one. Looking good. Looking very good. Let's pull the drift on. Get down. Right, somewhere around here should be a exit onto Bravo, which is here. Okay. Flaps up. Strobe off. Right, somewhere here there should be. Missed it. It's not quite the same as on the chart. Let's go for him. I assume that's right. It's right now. Okay, that's that on. Parking brake is on. Let's get rid of the beacon because we're just about to kill everything. Throttle off. There we go. One leg done. Cool. That's the pirate fly filed. Now the question is, shall we fly back? Flight search. Current, which is where we are. C208, which is what we're flying. Okay. So, oh, we could fly to Auckland from here. Should we fly to Auckland? Yes, let's fly to Auckland. Let's put that in. What's that? It's an hour 30. Yes, I think we will. We shall book that. Book that to Auckland. Offline. Time as it is now is 21:30, so that's 20:30. So if we put that in for 20:45, that'll give us 15 minutes. Actually, let's not. Let's kill it here. I think this is probably a good time to stop the stream, actually. Right. Graphics off. Nav off. Battery off. Standby off. Okay. I think we'll leave it there actually. We'll do Auckland next time. For no other reason than I can. Right. I think I shall call it there. I've no idea where we're parked, but wherever we're parked, it's there. This is Paraparaumu on the North Island, flying for Topa Sky. Another PIRAP is done. Right, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next weekend. With it being the Jubilee weekend, we've got Thursday and Friday off of work. Hopefully I'll be able to knuckle down and get on top of this CRJ 700 I bought about 3-4 weeks ago. If we can do that, then we'll be doing European stuff next week. But in the meantime, I shall love you and leave you. Good night.